Trying to get this thing fixed really quick.
Split up. One of the two got into a car driven by 19-year-old Kenneth Say, who hit the officer with the driver's side door and drove off.
No.
Say's car was later spotted in Paducah.
Come on, freaking. There we go. Go, finally get it fixed.
Including first-degree assault of a police officer. In Louisville, 8 people
Please.
so far in
Sister.
cases.
You guys learn your freaking speech.
This major fraud is part of a lengthy multi-state, multi-defendant, multi-agency investigation that involves 50 credit card skimmers active at gas stations in and around Louisville. A number of gas stations have taken new safety measures of late, like security strips that, if damaged, indicate some sort of tampering. Storms ripped their way through south central Kentucky today, leaving especially substantial damage in the northwest of our viewing area. In Ohio County, viewers sending in pictures of the aftermath of high winds. Ohio County Emergency Management says at least 12 homes have been damaged, a vehicle overturned, and power lines brought to the ground. US 231 was closed briefly through that part of the county, and Muhlenberg County reports of a number of uprooted trees and structural damage to multiple barns. Chris, you were able to see some of the pictures there. A lot of high winds coming through our viewing area today, and I understand you fear there may have been some sort of touchdown from a tornado as well.
It's possible. We had a setup where you have these squall lines come through, and every now and then there's a brief isolated tornado spin up embedded with those. Of course, we'll have the National Weather Service out tomorrow, and they'll be in Ohio County at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning to survey that damage to determine whether or not that was a tornado or played out of the past 6 hours. We had that line of thunderstorms come on through, and boy, it raced through here. Just about as soon as it arrived, it came on through. It is now gone.
Chris Reece.
A few isolated showers out there, especially to the north and east of town. You zoom on out, here's the biggest line of those showers and storms now racing across the Appalachian Mountains. This is entering the Carolinas, portions of eastern West Virginia, soon moving into Virginia as well. Behind that, the cold air now starting to wrap on in. This is where we start to see some of the snowflakes starting to mix in across portions of central Ohio. But this worked all the way up through Michigan as well. And we're really going to watch those cold temperatures, folks, move in overnight tonight. That's bringing in those really cold temperatures. Already we've seen a 20-degree temperature drop in the past 24 hours once that line of showers and thunderstorms came on through. I mean, I'm telling you, it's cold. I went out there. I needed my jacket itself. 42 degrees, the temperature in town right now. Lots of low 40s all across the board. 43 in Evansville as well. Then you factor in the wind. This is why you need that jacket. Already it starts to feel like the mid and even lower 30s in places. And we're going to take those wind chills below freezing overnight, Sean. But I've got your Sunday forecast and the rest of your forecast leading up towards Thanksgiving in a few minutes.
Chris, crews are working to clean up at least 210,000 gallons of oil that leaked out into the Keystone Pipeline. Reporting as part of our WBKO Gray Television Network, Kaylee Schmidt reports from South Dakota as she hears from those affected by the spill.
Local news, weather, and sports. Count on WBKO's 13 News, your hometown news leader.
Sponsored by the First Alert Weather. Sponsored by the Medical Center.
You know, Chris, I gotta say, I'm a little confused by this weather. I come into work this morning, feels great. Walk outside to get a change of clothes today, and it's cold.
Absolutely, and that's going to be the feeling and the shock for a lot of you folks. In fact, afternoon highs today made it to near 70 degrees, Sean. 67, the official high here in town. 71 in Paducah. Music City at 68. Derby City at 67. Otherwise, it was the 60s all around town. Temperatures now well into the 40s. 43 in both Evansville and Bowling Green, the Music City, sitting at 44 right now. And it was a near 20-degree temperature drop that we've experienced here in town over the past 24 hours. You see where the front is right across eastern Kentucky right now. This is where you have those temperatures that have warmed over the past 24 hours versus the large swath of colder temperatures working their way into town right now. It came at a stormy cost, though. We picked up about 4/10 of an inch of rainfall associated with this. It was very heavy rain, raced right on, because once it moved in, it raced right on out of town. Now that's out of here. No rain in our viewing area now. Most of this is across the eastern Appalachians, moving through portions of West Virginia into Virginia right now. You look in to central Ohio, you've got snow starting to mix in with the rain as the cold air starts to catch up to the backside of that for our friends to the north. But that's all a part of the cold air wrapping in behind this very intense and vigorous storm system that worked its way through. Folks, there was a ton of wind energy associated with this. That's why we had those wind advisories. That's why it's been breezy. It'll continue to be breezy as well. Watch how temperatures drop overnight into the upper 30s. By the time you all wake up for your Sunday morning, headed out, still keeping some cloud cover around initially before becoming sunny in the afternoon. We're going to keep our temperatures, though, held in check into the 40s. Then you factor in the wind to the mix. Things are still going to be very breezy. In fact, we keep that wind advisory around into the wee morning hours of Sunday before we finally begin to relax that. Even still, waking up tomorrow morning with temperatures in the 30s, you're still going to have wind gusts close to 20 miles per hour, keeping those wind gusts around 10 to 15 into the afternoon tomorrow as well. And that's the problem, because that brings in, folks, the wind chill. So watch this. Temperatures are not actual temperatures, but the wind chill, what it's going to feel like. Stepping outside tomorrow morning at 7:30 will be in the upper 20s, 29 in Bowling Green. You get out to the north and west, 25 in portions of Ohio County. The National Weather Service doing those storm surveys tomorrow are going to want their jackets for sure. We get you towards lunchtime, it still feels like the low 30s despite the sunshine, upper 30s into the afternoon as our temperatures work into the 40s. So that chill is certainly going to be felt. You're also going to want those jackets as we head you into Monday morning, headed out to the bus stop. This time, this isn't wind chill, this is actual temperatures for Monday morning. They will be in the upper 20s for a lot of those kids, so you want those hats and gloves as well. Warming, though, into the afternoon, upper 40s to right around 50 degrees or so. And then beyond Monday into Tuesday, we remain even warmer. Check out what happens as we get you into Tuesday afternoon. Temperatures spike once again to near 60. I don't think we'll get quite this warm, but it will be warmer on Tuesday than we were on Monday. This is all a part of a pattern into Thanksgiving that's going to warm temperatures before another cold front comes on through. Check out the cold air that is in place on Wednesday. A system skirting by off the Carolinas. We're going to have to watch that one with how it interacts with the eastern seaboard for the big travel day. By Thursday, very cold air, below average over guidance indicated with this, but of course we all can stay warm this time of the year. Just bundle up when it's cold outside. Chance of now, the coldest day looking to be Thanksgiving Thursday other than tomorrow. Guys?
Chris, as that severe weather makes its way out of town, some local football teams getting ready to welcome in some new opponents next Friday.
Yeah, absolutely. I know you were covering a little high school football for us with the region championships. Now, 3 great high school football going to all of that in just a few minutes, but we have to begin with a little bit